evening, everybody. We are going to be live in 2 minutes at 7 o'clock teaching you some rumba tonight. My name is Rachel and I'm from Fever Dance Company. I hope that you've been enjoying all our wonderful classes that we are putting on in the week. We're hoping that it's keeping you all active, and for all our Fever Dance Company members, a little chance to see all your staff members and all your friends that are missing you so much. It's lovely to see them and to get your messages and know that we're all missing each other and can't wait to get back in the studio so that we can dance together again. If you are not one of our Fever Dance Company members, and you certainly are very welcome, and we've had lots of people from all over the world joining in, lots of people from all over the country sending messages saying how much they're enjoying it, people that have never danced before, people that used to dance and then have done our little classes and it's got them going again and said that they've forgotten how much they enjoy their dancing and that they're going to be getting back to it again once we're all allowed. So that's been lovely. I'm very lucky that I live with Stephen, who is my husband, and he runs Fever Dance Company with me. So I'm very lucky that we can do some partner work together because the rest of the staff obviously are all in their own individual homes. You saw my sister the other night doing the Lindy Hop with her husband James, who was a wonderful volunteer, and it's a very daunting task, so we were very proud of him for joining in. So we're going to do some rumba tonight, so we're going to start with Stephen teaching you the boy steps, and before we start we're going to dance through it for you so you can see what you are going to learn. So here we go. Resume.
Will your eyes still smile from your cheek? Darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. And baby, my heart could still fall as hard at 23.
Okay? Stop. So that's all we're going to do tonight. 3 basics, and the lady does an Alemana turn, or a turn underneath, and that'll just give you a little taste of what the rumba is all about. You can see we use our hips a lot, so don't be frightened, men. You can use your hips, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. Okay, so Stephen's going to start with the med steps.
Okay then, gents. So if you did the cha-cha-cha with us 2 weeks ago, it's very similar to the cha-cha-cha, but when I teach this, I call the rumba the cha-cha without the cha-chas. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to point our right foot to the side, and we use this as the start of the engine, and we're going to put our weight into our right foot on beat number 1. So it goes 1. Okay, so what I will do, gents, is I won't use the hips to start off with. Alright, so don't want it to be too daunting for you. So we're going to go over on beat number 1 and 1. Wonderful. Now we're going to step forward on our left foot for beat number 2. It's not a big step, remember, it's just a small step. We step forward 2. Then we're going to replace the weight back into our right foot for beat number 3 and 3. And then step to side 4. Let's try that again. So over on number 1 and 1. We step forward 2. Replace the weight back into our right foot 3. Point to the side 4. And then we're rocking over on beat number 1 again, and 1. Wonderful. Okay, so let's try that again. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Wonderful. One more time. Rocking over on beat number 1. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Have we got that? I'll do it one more time for you. So over on beat number 1, rocking over, ready, and 1. We step forward again, 2. Replace the weight backwards, 3, and point to side, 4, and weighting it on 1. Wonderful. Now, that's half of a basic step. Now we're going to step backwards now in our right foot, gents. So we're stepping backwards on beat number 2, and it goes 2. Replace the weight back into our left foot on beat number 3, 3. Point the right foot to side on beat number 4, put our weight in it on number 1. Let's try that again. So we're stepping back on beat number 2. Right foot, and it goes 2. Replace the weight back into our left foot 4, 3. Point to side, 4. Rock over on 1. And that's it. So I've not really done much, have I? Okay, so they're just your basic steps. So if we go right from the beginning, stick those 2 bits together. Over on beat number 1 on our right foot, Rod, just put your weight into it on beat number 1. Step forward on our left foot for 2. 2. Replace the weight backwards for 3. Point to side on 4. Rock over on 1. Always using a different foot. So back in our right foot now. Back. Replace the weight forward into our left foot. 3. Point to side on 4. 4. Put your weight in it on 1. Easy peasy. And it just carries on. So let's try it one more time. Weight into our right foot on beat number 1. Step forward. 2. Replace the weight backwards. 3. Point to side on number 4. Rock over on 1. Carrying on, we go back on the number 2. Forward on the number 3. Point to side on number 4. Rock over on 1. Ready to start again. Forward on our left. 2. Replace the weight backwards. 3. Point to side on 4. Rock over on 1. And back 2. Forward 3. Step to side 4. And 1. So without all that talking, it just goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And the more you practice that, eventually that 4, 1, that jerky bit, becomes one fluid movement. So it goes 1, 2, 3, fluid movement into your hip. 2, 3, fluid movement into your hip. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So you do have these, gents, you can use these hips, but for now, don't worry if you can't use your hips, just get those steps. Keep repeating this video until you've got it, then you'll be perfect. I'll hand you over to Rachel now so she can teach you the lady steps, and then we'll do the next bit.
Okay, so just like Stephen did the man steps, I'm going to do the exact same, which is the complete mirror opposite of the man step. So facing this way, I have my left foot ready, and I'm going to step to side on it on beat number 1. 1. I take my right foot back on beat number 2, put all my weight on it. 2. So all my weight is in that back foot. I replace the weight on count 3. Count 3. So that's just like a little rock when we're replacing. 2, 3. And that's the same for the man if he's going forward or backwards. Rock, rock. We then take the right foot to the side, ladies, for 4. I don't put my weight on it until I roll my hip over on count 1. 1. Now all my weight is off my left foot and I'm ready to go forward as my man goes backwards. So forward, ladies, on your left foot. On 2. Again, like a little rocking action. 2. I replace my weight on 3. I take my foot to the side again on 4, not too far, nice and relaxed. And then I roll over my weight using my hips on 1. Okay, let's do that again. So ladies, back. We're going to use our left foot to get us going. So this is the first one we use for 4, roll over, 1. We go back on the right for 2. Replace the weight on 3. Sideways on 4, roll it over on 1. Start it all again, but forward. Forward 2. Replace the weight 3. Sideways on 4, roll it over on 1. And again, backwards, ladies, right foot. 2. Replace the weight 3. Side on 4, roll on 1. Forward 2. Replace the weight 3. 4, 1. It's really important that we hold that 4 in the music. So let's just do that without me stopping now. So sideways on the 1, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Again, when we're doing that basic, if we're going forward and backwards, whether we're a man or a woman, and you're thinking 2, 3, this all sounds a little bit confusing. If you want, just think about it as a rocking action. So if you're a man going forward, rock, rock. You put all your weight into the front foot and then all the weight into the back foot. It's the same for the lady, whether you're going forward or backwards. It's exactly the same. If you're using your right foot back, ladies, it's the same. Going rock, rock, 4, 1, rock, rock, 4, 1. It's a little bit like you're trying to push into the floor, if that makes any sense. Like you've got chewing gum stuck on the bottoms of your feet and you can't lift your feet off and you're pushing into the ground. So it's quite a tricky little step. So what we're going to do is, Stephen and I are going to dance it alongside each other now. So if you're a man, you can follow Stephen, and if you're a lady, you can follow me. And we'll just do it a few times before we try the music. Okay? So Stephen stands on this side, and then you can see him. And ladies, you can see me on this side. Okay? So sideways on the 1, following Stephen if you're a man, following me if you're a lady. Ready? 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. So we're going rock, rock, 4, 1. Rock, rock, 4, 1. Okay, we'll try it together now. So we'll do it from the man's point of view first. So sideways on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Then forward, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now back men, 2, 3, 4. Now forward men, 2, 3, 4, 1. Back men, 2, 3, 4, 1. We get a rock, rock, 4, 1. Rock, rock, 4, 1. Rock, rock, 4, 1. Rock, rock, 4, 1. Super. We'll try it for the ladies now. Same again. Sideways on the 1. I'll do it in counts and then I'll do it with the rocking action. Ready? 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. Rock, rock, 4, 1. Rock, rock, 4, 1. Rock, rock, 4, 1. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to do it to music, again from the man's point of view and then from the lady's point of view so that you can follow us. We'll count it with the music so that you can see when you're supposed to be doing it as well. Resume.
People fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe just a touch of a hand.
2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3. Using that rock, 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 4, 1. Rock, rock, 4, 1. Rock, rock, 4, 1. That's it. Can you see the hips moving? Don't worry, you can't use your hips like that. Just get your steps. Okay, we'll turn around and show you for the lady now.
Okay, here we go then, ready? 2, 3, 4, 1. Basic step. 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, I just want to say about the hold. Stop. So gents, we did this last time, but the hold, this hand is really, really important. This is what we lead our lady with. And this has to go on the lady's shoulder blade here. So the heel of the hand, this bit underneath your thumb, goes here on the base of the lady's shoulder blade, and you go underneath the shoulder blade. But rather than ballroom dancing where you're closer together, you have this gap in between. Now you may watch the film Dirty Dancing, where the lady says, this is my dance space and this is my dance space. So we now have a dance space. So the arm isn't fully straight, but it is straighter, so with a slight bend. And ladies, you pop your arm on top, you're resting it on top, but you're still holding your arm up. So as we dance together now, ladies, you're sat inside the men's hand here. So as the man's hand moves, you're just following his hand. So now as I step forward, the lady Rachel knows, as my hand moves away, she's going to move away from me. And then as I replace the weight, I'm pulling her back towards me. And then when we step aside, I'm moving her all the time. So this is all the time moving her. This is leading the lady forward. Becomes really important in a minute when we do the Allemande turn. Okay? So this right hand has to go on the lady's shoulder blade. You'll be tempted to put it down here or tempted to put it even lower, but it has to go on the shoulder blade, alright?
Okay, so for the last piece, which is an Allemande turn, which is a nice little fancy piece at the end that you can have a go, it's up to the lady to be able to do this turn. The man has got different things to think about, which Stephen will go over in a minute, but I shall do the lady steps first for you. So, after we've done our third basic, so for example, ladies, we start with our left foot to the side, we'll dance through it for you. 1, this is first basic, first time, 4, 1, second time, 4, 1, third time, 4, 1. I finish it off as if I'm going to go into another basic on number 4. Instead of doing my last basic, ladies, I'm going to do the turn. So on my 4, 1, 4, 1, I lift up my arm, the man will lead me into this turn, which Stephen will talk about in a minute. My footwork is 2 forward walks, ladies. So we're walking 2 forward walks, 1 through on the left and then 1 on the right. So forward walk underneath, through the gap, number 1. And then I'm going to do a forward walk on my right foot. Now instead of doing a forward walk this way, I want you to do a forward walk turning, which is back towards the man, this way. So all I'm doing is 2 forward walks turning. Forward walk 1 on my left, forward walk 2 on my right. And as you can see, the tops of my legs stay stuck together to make my turn really nice and compact. I'll show you that once more time. So through there on the left foot, forward walk 1. My legs are tightly crossed. I unturn and walk the other way, 4. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my left foot to the side and finish off the basic. 4, 4, 1. And that's all I have to do for my turn. Now sometimes the turn can be very, very tricky. You might have to go back over the video and watch that piece again because the ladies can sometimes get really confused. One of the best ways of describing this sometimes that we teach in our classes is that imagining that you've gone the wrong way and you change your mind and you go coming back the other way. For example, my left foot goes through this way, I change my mind and I walk that way. So sometimes that's an easy way of thinking about it. So let's just go through that again. So after basic number 3, which was basic number 3, 4 and 1, instead of doing basic number 4, I'm going to do my 2 forward walks turning. Forward walks 2, forward walks 3, pick it up again with the basic 4 and 1. I'll do that for you again, so I'll put the 3 basics in front. 4, 1. First basic, 4, 1. Second basic, 4, 1. Third basic, here it is. Don't forget to finish that 4, 1. 4, 1. Underneath, change my mind, 4, 1. It's very important that that we don't miss out the 4-1. Sometimes we finish number 3 and then we go to turn straight away. That's a really common fault when we're learning. So make sure that you finish the 4-1, because it could be that if you're going at the wrong time. Yeah, make sure that after number 3, third basic, you do 4, then 1, because the turn is only on 2. 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so now Stephen will go through a few things that he can help the men with whilst the lady's turning.
Okay, gents. Well, our job is very, very, very easy. Dancing must have been invented by men, because the ladies always get the hard bits and the men just make them look good. So all we've got to do is, we'll do the easy bit first. So let's pop our frames up. So I'm holding the imaginary lady here, and this hand is currently holding her right hand. So everybody's got their left hand in the air. All you're going to do is you're going to lift your left hand up in the air. You're going to push it through, and you're going to pop it back down again. So everybody, let's just do the left hand, because 2 things at once is always a hard work for us gents, isn't it? So we're going to lift our left arm in the air, and then we're going to put it back down again. And at this point in time, as we lift our left arm, the lady's going to go underneath, and then when we put it back down again, we're back into frame again. Okay, so once again, left hand in the air, and then back down again. Easy, isn't it? Okay, so our feet don't do anything different. So you've done 4 basics, where you see Rachel did 3, and the ladies do a turn on our 4th basic. So we're just doing 4 basics, so our feet are exactly the same. The lady turns when we do a back replace, so we're getting out of the lady's way as she turns underneath. Okay, so I'm going to start with 1 basic. This will be our 3rd basic, okay, just for this. So let's pop our frames up, and we're going to go 1, basic step, first, basic, 4, 1. Now this is where the turn comes in. As I do a back replace in my right foot, the lady's going to go underneath. So I lift my left arm, and we go under. She goes, 4, 1. Now it's probably easier if I do it this way around, then you can see what this hand is doing. So this hand is holding the lady. Alright, as I do a back replace in my right foot, it's all one swift movement. This goes up, this comes across. As she's turning underneath, clearly I can't stay hold of her. She has to turn on her own. So I give her a quick little nudge. She wanders through, she does a turn, and she comes back, and I've got back hold of her again. 1. So it goes 2, 3, 4, 1. I'll quickly show you with Rachel so it's easier. So this right hand is on the shoulder blade again. We're going to do our basic, replace, she's going underneath now, 1 swift movement, lift it up, under, she goes, 4, 1. Now for the ladies, when you're trying this, lots of gents try to keep hold of your hand. So as you turn, gents, if you've got hold of her fingers, I won't squeeze, but if you've got hold of her fingers and she tries to turn, yeah, oh, hang on a second, we're going to break her wrist. So what's going to happen is I'm going to release this hold, I'm going to be less agitated and less anxious about dancing. And as she turns, she's just going to turn her fingers inside my fingers. So we go under, she goes, and then we come back together. Let's try that again. So I'm going to shove her through with my right hand, and she's going to turn underneath. And gents, don't try and whiz her, just keep your hand above her head. Under, she goes, get back hold, 1. 1 more time again. So she's going underneath, under, she goes, get back hold, 1. So from your perspective, let's try it 1 more time. So you now know what this right hand is doing. She's going to go underneath, watch this hand, and it goes under, she goes, get back hold, and we start again. So if we do 3 basics and a turn underneath, from my perspective, and I'll get Rich to call it out so you can hear it better.
Okay, and just another quick thing, ladies, when we're going through, my left arm goes through the gap and stays like that until it just gets back hold again, like this. And then the man can get underneath again. If I drop my arm, he can't get underneath again. So you can see that as I let go of him, I let go, I just go through with my arm, send it through, leave it up, and then it's there for the man again. So let's dance that through. So let's do our 3 basics first. Ready? And 1. First basic, 4, 1. Second basic, 4, 1. Last basic, here it is. Under she goes, 4, 1. And then we start it all again by the man coming forward on the left foot, and it just repeats. So we're going to do it for you to music from the man's perspective and the lady's perspective, and then you can rewind and watch it and go over it, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. So, resume. So from the man's perspective first.
So who could never grow?
2, 3, 4, 1. First basic.
Baby, you
Last basic, lady turns. 2, 3, let's do it again then. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. Last time, ladies get ready. Underneath, 4, 1. Let's do it for the ladies now.
Okay, ready? 2, 3, 4, 1. Basic step, 4, 1. Second time, 4, 1. Third time, here she goes. Lift the arm, give her a nudge. Under she goes. Get back, hold. Start again. 4, 1. Second time, 4, 1. Third. Under she goes. And one more time. Basic steps. 4, 1. Second time, 4. Third time, under she goes. Under she goes. 4, 1. Now what you probably will struggle with is the timing. Timing is really, really important. And the beat, number 1 in the music, is always, back again, is always the heavy beat in the music. Okay, so you listen for the heavy beat, and that is number 1. And then you count in 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and it should just repeat itself. So that's a great track. It's not too fast, and it's not too slow, okay? So the rumba is the body dance of love. It's a Latin dance, and it's all about the cat and mouse game of chasing your partner, and the lady always saying, yes you can, no you can't, all right? So it's really good to get into when you start doing it. And it's really good to dance with your partner if you're in love.
So that's the end of our Rumba session. We hope that you've enjoyed it. Gillian will be teaching on Saturday for all the children at 11 o'clock. And then next week we'll have another week of special classes for you with Monday night at 5 and Wednesday night at 5 and Tuesday and Thursday at 7 o'clock. We've got lots of different dance styles for you to try. Make sure that you share it with all your friends. Hope you are all staying safe and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.